let's flip a coin. Heads Carolina, tails California.
Hello, it's Andy Graham of the Ask Andy Show, and let's see, Sean C. from Arizona asked a question. Do you carry a travel sleep sheet? Okay, I've only seen these a couple times by travelers. I've seen one, actually my friend in Iraq had one. It was crazy. He's a British kid. He had one. He breaks it out in Basra, Iraq. I like when we all slept in. There's 3 of us, and we all slept in the same room. And I go, "You sleep on one?" I thought he was a heavy-duty backpacker, right? He was more of a, make a bunch of money, go on a month's trip, and then come back home backpacker, which is okay too. But Peter did this. He had one. And then I heard that this old lady that was about 75 years old had one in Bangkok. I didn't see hers, but she said she had one. There's 2 things that are really difficult to discover, and that is, well, who's using the sleep sheet, because I guess a lot of people don't want to admit it, that they're afraid of sleeping on a bed with the sheets of the hotel. And the second thing is, well, let me explain what it is, okay? You have a sleep sheet, I think, is normally considered like a, what do you call these things? It's a sleeping bag liner. So it's a zip-up thing, like a bag that you can put it over your head and can cover your face, and it comes out and you have a zipper and you can close it, or it wraps up somehow. You basically climb into it. And I've seen all different types in a way. I think I even made one time where you just climb into it. I was in some country. I would definitely carry one in India. Okay. I've actually sit on beds and stuck to them in India. Well, it's according to the price of your room, right? But do I carry a travel sheet? I carry presently, but it's not because I'm avoiding the sheets. I despise sheets that come off the bed. Okay, so I'm actually carrying right now I'm going to carry I've always carried like a hammock. Okay, it's a piece of cloth that you could put on the bed and lay on top of it if it was really kind of makes you nervous, right? But I'm carrying a fitted sheet. It's a white fitted sheet, and two very long pillowcases, like a king-size pillowcase. I find that the bigger problem for me is not the bed, it's really the pillow. Okay, so I want a pillowcase, because sometimes I sleep without a pillow completely because the pillows are scary. Truthfully, there's 2 ways to test a hotel. One is to walk in, pull the sheets off the bed and the pillowcases off and see what you're looking at. Second thing is to, hey, Melita, if you're doing it, don't do that in the Galleon. It's a horrible experience. Okay? Pull the pillowcases off, pull the sheets off, and see what it looks like underneath there. I actually have carried a pillow with me. I take a little foam pillow, and I often do this in Africa just because the pillows are really hard, and I mean, I have more problem with the hard pillow. I mean, there's pillows that are like bricks, right? And you can carry a little piece of foam. It's like a foam thing, and you just put it in there. It's a really nice little pillow. It's really small. And it's a real soft foam, and you put it inside the pillowcase, and you can carry this. But I mean, you actually see people carrying pillows as backpackers, right? It's kind of funny, but I carry 2 large pillowcases, and I carry 2 because you have 2 pillows on the bed and you might have somebody in your bed. I carry one fitted sheet, and the problem is, in a lot of tropical countries, they only give you the top sheet, and they don't give you anything else. And for all my life, I slept under a bed sheet, and it's really difficult for me to sleep without a sheet over me, because it's my habit. So I'm kind of broken the habit. I can kind of do it, and I've broken the habit of pillows. Pillows are really bad for your neck. And I was in a hospital for 7 weeks with a broken femur, and I really try to not sleep with a pillow, and I got sciatica. So I try not to sleep with a pillow, especially a big one, and especially not a rock hard one. But I recommend that you carry pillowcases for sure. Okay, the sheet, you know, what I do right now, I take safety pins, and I go on the corner of all the sheets, and I basically hook them onto the bed and make sure they don't come up. If you're living with a girl, you absolutely need this, okay, if you're traveling as a couple, because if you're going to have any kind of love or anything like that in the bed, the sheets are going to go whoop. One test of a bed is to just walk into the bed and flop down. If the sheets pop off, the bed's too soft and away. I mean, but there's some people that like soft beds. But just jump in the middle, if the sheets just pop off, oh, you're on a bed that's just way too soft and away. And the center of it's too. So test your bed out, maybe, and that's another thing. But there's all these different ways to test a bed that you just don't know. I mean, if you really have sleeping problems. My one friend, Justin, he was walking around every single bed. We were in some city in Ecuador, and he was walking around to every hotel there was. He had to walk around because he had insomnia. And he would walk around until he found the bed that was correct for him. And, you know, there's real problems like this. But know the type of bed you want and know how to test the bed. And, you know, at the end of the day, the hotel is not the restaurant or the bar. Is the bed going to allow you to get some rest? Okay? And if it's two people, it's really urgent. I mean, in Africa, it's really horrible. The beds go like this because they're this foam stuff. And two people will make the thing go whoosh so much that you can't even sleep on it. Because they call it a mousse comfort. It's really soft. In Central and South America, the beds are better. In Thailand, they're better. I mean, it's only in Africa where the beds are really bad. Thailand, you can almost say that the Thai people are cleaner. Central and South America is pretty clean. India, carry 2 sheets. Okay, 2 sheets and laundry soap to clean the toilet floor. Oh, it can be really a problem if you're on a $5 or $10 a month, but you can live forever. But there's a willful blindness, especially in India, because they're thinking they have a spiritual vacation, and anything spiritual is clean. And trust me, it's willful blindness. They really are delusional. Okay, travel removes all your delusions. If you have any questions about how to do, you know, anything like this, but I would not. Okay, I should answer the question. Don't buy the travel sheet. These things are incredibly expensive. Buy the cheapest. Go to Walmart. Buy a $8 queen. You need a queen size sheet. Okay, I should say this. You don't need. You got a double bed. Most beds are double beds. Buy a queen size fitted sheet set, and I would take the fitted sheet. I wouldn't take the thing. And you can you know, lay down, roll it up into you, and whatever. You know. This idea that you have to have a special climb into it, sleep in it sheet is, I mean it's according to how you sleep, right? I mean, if you roll around everywhere on the bed, maybe you wouldn't, but I wouldn't buy one of those. And I think they're kind of, you know, they're travel gear. People get caught in travel gears. There's so many people. I was sitting in, where was I? It's Bolivia, and I was telling these 2 German guys, did you guys like walk in the gear shop and, like, you know, couldn't get out at night, and you ended up buying everything in the gear shop? Because they had every kind of toy on the planet. It's not. These toys are fun. My nickname on the hobo travel community is Gadget. But you gotta, you know, there's gotta be a limit, right? And I don't buy gear. I mean, a lot of the things I fell in love with just didn't work out. I mean, very few things that I buy in a gear shop even are worthy. I mean, the biggest problem you have in a gear shop is buying these backpacks that are meant for climbing mountains and they're not for travel. You don't want pockets on the outside of a travel bag. Okay. Okay. Andy Graham, Hobo Traveler, answering your question. Very good. Hey, his last name is something to do with the pillows. Sean C. Okay. And from Arizona, appreciate your question. Send more.
We